Does soul sees beyond universes के above and consciousness से परे in Milky Ways and universes?
See, the soul does travel because soul is pure energy.
Everybody is talking about past life regression. And nobody is talking about future progression.
Future progression is possible. And I've seen people see their future lifetimes in detail. जब तक आप past heal नहीं करते, तब तक आपका future mother can transform more than 50% of the child's past life karma in the mother's womb.
Is it possible in today's chaotic world to actually earn moksha?
The chaos has been there all the time. It is just that we recognize it now, we know it now. Moksha is something that you go through every day if you want. When you are meditating, for people who do Nam Jap, Mantra Jap, when they are taking God's name again and again, that is moksha.
So what is in store for 2026?
Next few years are years of. Are you open to healing, to new learning, to letting go? And that will decide for each and every soul how their future is going to be.
Welcome to the very first episode of Nerissa by Shikha, a space where science meets spirituality. So today we have with us Mrs. Nirmal Desai, who is a master healer and a trainer in psycho-spiritual arts. Her purpose is to transform people by using practical spirituality. So my first question to you, Nirmal ji, is that you come from a family of doctors. वो doctors जो logics मानते हैं, evidences मांगते हैं, and they do experiments, and you chose to be a healer. Who believes in intuition, energy, frequency. So don't you think that these two fields contradict each other, and how do you balance both the worlds?
See, I was born and brought up in a hospital premises. So the medical world was like my world always. Though I never wanted to be a doctor, my father was into spiritual healing. And later, my father-in-law was also into spiritual healing. So I knew that there is a way of healing other than medicines.
Wow.
Besides, I was connected to spiritual beings since I was a child. And so that helped me grow, that helped me see the world differently. And later, the things that happened in my life where the best of medical doctors said that you cannot be healed, you're going to be like this. And that was the point where I decided that no, my life is, I'm not here to be a vegetable. I'm not here to lead a vegetable life. I want to do something very good with my life. And so, the universe brought me Reiki. It was with Reiki self-treatment that I healed my slip disc, where the doctors had said that beta आपकी रीढ़ की हड्डी जो है वो turn हो गई है. I was bent, and for the doctors it was a hopeless case. You are going to live like this throughout your life, and that is where my journey to spirituality began. The spirituality which helped me stand up again, walk again, run again, and live a very purposeful life.
That is so lovely. Actually, it is your personal transformation journey, which you tried on yourself, I guess.
Right. Absolutely.
So my next question to you is that there has been an explosion of healers in today's world, and do you actually think as a past life regression therapist कि healing हम पुराने birth से लेकर आते हैं? Is it innate to us? And have you had any experiences, if you've done your own regression, wherein you experienced that you have been a mystic or you have been a healer in your past life?
See, we are all born healers. Like for example, even when a small child, if the child falls down, what does the child do first? The child will take his hand like this and put it on the knee or wherever the hurt is.
Yes.
Right? It is exactly like this. So we are basically healers. All of us are healers. It is just that some of us develop it, utilize it, and grow.
True.
When we speak of healers the way they are today, yes, I have seen doctors who are healers, and I've seen healers who are doctors. Besides, healing generally, yes, does come from past lives. There are so many healers who have been into healing for quite a few lifetimes. They have been monks, they have been healers, they have been witches white witches who've been helping people. So, yes, past life abilities which you bring into this lifetime, like compassion, understanding, knowing, intuition, which helps a healer understand energies better. And I wouldn't say a healer because I believe that we don't heal anybody. It is the person whom we are channeling energy to, or whoever we are helping, is actually healing themselves, because everybody is a healer.
So basically, it's like we all have the healing source within.
Yes.
Somebody like a healer or a mediator has to just activate it within us.
Yes.
Same, I guess, happens with meditation also.
Yes, absolutely. It is just that you channel energies which help the person to heal himself or herself.
So true. So just connecting with the last question. So it is said that we are spiritual beings living a human life. And Hinduism talks about reincarnation as a concept. And I wanted to ask, do you also think that there are other religions who also believe in reincarnation? Because Hinduism में तो बहुत बोला जाता है that, you know, गीता में बोला है, विष्णु के इतने अवतार हुए हैं. तो there are other religions also who believe in reincarnation as a concept. So can you throw some light on, you know, words and symbols that are used in other religions?
See, Hinduism is one dharam, what we call Sanatan dharam. Yeah. So we believe, yes, we do believe in reincarnation. Besides, I believe Jainism also believes in reincarnation, and up to a certain extent, I think all religions don't actually believe in it, but the higher masters or teachers do believe that yes, reincarnation takes place, though it may not be actually mentioned in their religious scriptures.
I think Egyptians do.
Yes.
Yes. Know
all,
that. Yes.
Yeah, because Egyptians are a very ancient race.
Right.
Right? So Egypt, India, we all have gone deep into spirituality, deep into research, and so we just know that yes,
we
do
thousands of
reincarnate.
life, yes.
Yeah, we do reincarnate, and this does happen. Yeah. So we don't have to explain that, you know, oh, there is reincarnation and there has been a past life and there will be a future lifetime. So that is one of the easiest things for us who live in India.
Very true. निर्मल जी, अद्वैत में या फिर सनातन धर्म में ये माना जाता है that we keep on reincarnating till we dissolve into शून्य, या फिर we cut all the karmic cords, या फिर we, you know, stop the soul contract somewhere. So is it possible in today's chaotic world to actually earn moksha? I mean, to become zero, to return back to the source or homeland?
The chaos has been there all the time. It is just that we recognize it now, we know it now, and it has reached a certain stage. And since people have started manifesting things, they think that whatever we ask for, we will get that. Moksha is something that you go through every day if you want.
Wow.
Moksha is something that you can experience if you wish. When you're meditating, it's moksha. For people who do nam jap, mantra jap, when they are taking God's name again and again, when they are chanting mantras, that is moksha.
That's so insightful.
When a child comes out of school, the bell rings and the child comes running out of school, that is moksha for the child.
What beautiful words. I mean, it's a beautiful insight.
Because moksha is not something that you get or someone is going to give you. You experience it.
Yeah. It's a world between the worlds, or maybe it's a feeling which can happen anytime. It's not some place to be.
Yes.
It's not a destination. It's an experience.
Exactly. It's not a destination. It's an experience. And the more we go for it, the more we get it.
So Nirmalji, Brian Weiss has completely changed the concept of soul and how world perceives the soul. So, according to you, is there a possibility wherein when a soul departs from a body, it is into complete awareness? So it merges with the universe. So can you throw some light on the fact that does soul sees beyond? Beyond means universes ke above and consciousness se pare, in Milky Ways, in universes. Can soul transform or travel into various dimensions?
See, the soul does travel because soul is pure energy, right? Of course, it does carry memories from all the lifetimes that it has lived. So there is a path that the soul travels after it leaves the body. And as soon as it has left the body, what happens is it sees its own lifetime like a movie. And then the soul understands how much that soul has achieved in that particular lifetime.
True.
Then the soul travels into the light and goes through different phases where it gets a healing bath, where the basic negativity, the basic karmas, the aches and pains that the body went through and the soul carries, all that is healed, the imprints, the basic ones are healed. And those which the soul needed to learn in that lifetime but did not learn is what the soul carries. And then it is along with the masters and the guides that the soul decides what it is going to do in the future, like whether it will take rebirth immediately or after some time, which karmas or which lessons the soul needs to complete at the earliest, and then the future lifetimes are decided.
So again, coming back to the same question. So beyond life, this earthly existence, do we as souls can see universes? We can go into different dimensions. Can we actually leave the earth and go to a different planet? And can science actually, with this, if they merged in future, future life, if we may see it, actually trace consciousness in other dimensions also through this?
See, there is already consciousness in other dimensions. There are already living beings in other dimensions, other universes, which everybody is accepting now.
Right.
Right? So when the soul travels and goes to the plane where it is supposed to, it does cross the Milky Ways, it does cross so many universes. And yes, it is a very beautiful journey.
Wow.
Yes.
So any time during any of your regression sessions, have you experienced a person traveling through time? I mean, definitely traveling through time, but traveling to a different dimension or a different planet, or have you handled a case which is very
Not to another planet, because when we talk of regressions, it is generally related to their birth on this earth plane. This earth plane is one place where souls come to learn very fast.
wow?
When this learning has to happen fast, the soul will choose earth. Besides, when the soul is to learn about relationships, the soul chooses earth plane. That is because if you go to sea, you will see everything is related to relationships. Our relationship with ourselves, our relationships with people, our relationship with our career, money, abundance, everything. It is all about relationships
And emotions, yes.
and emotions. Yeah. So with relationships come emotions.
Very true.
Yeah. And emotions are very beautiful.
Yes. And I think without a human body, you cannot experience all this.
Exactly. And that too on this earth plane. This Mother Earth is just amazing, and we are so blessed.
True. So, again, connecting question. When we have soul contracts, or when we see people who, come into our lives just like that, like soul tribes, we incarnate with our soul tribes. But when we meet people who are not associated, like both of us were not associated, but when I saw you for the first time, I knew that there was a connection. And does touch also plays a very important part, wherein, I mean, one is when you see somebody, you know that I know this person somehow, and when a person touches you, do you actually feel the same? I mean, can you connect?
The soul connection is through the eyes. We say that eyes are the window to the soul. You look at somebody and you just know that you know this person, or this person is, I'm comfortable with this person, or I've known this person, I have a connection with this person. And you'll find this with people whom you're very close to. They may not be related to you, but one look and you just knew that, oh, it's him, or oh, it's her. And yes, that's soul connection.
True. Yeah. And you repel also, perhaps? Sometimes?
Yes. There are times, when you look at people and you just say, oh, I don't like this person. That is because you've had negative experiences with that soul in earlier lifetimes. So you may just not like the person.
And how long does it take to actually get rid of soul contracts, or negate? How do you know that you have you are done? I mean, this case is over.
See, you can't get rid of soul contracts. You are supposed to complete your soul contracts. And soul contracts are lessons which you have promised yourself to complete in this lifetime. So, soul contracts, as you complete your karma, as you complete your the work that you're supposed to do with that particular soul, all the gives and takes are completed. Sometimes it could be even karmic debts. So, as you complete them, automatically the karma gets complete and the relationship between two people changes. Sometimes if they are people who are in your life and you haven't liked them, you have never wanted them in your life, you start understanding that, okay, they are here, I know, and I accept them.
So Nirmalji, one more question is, science has been experimenting with AI and cloning. I mean, is there a possibility in future wherein you can transfer a consciousness of a person to another person? For example, a soul leaves the body because the body is no longer serving that purpose, but there's another clone and the soul actually, can be transferred to that. So the question is, can consciousness be transferred from one body or to another?
See, it cannot be transferred consciously from one body to another, but yes, we have seen soul splitting. Soul splitting does happen when one soul is about to finish one lifetime and another soul is taking birth. The soul can split and go into the soul, go into the body which is going to take birth, and then the remaining part of the soul which is in the old person, or the body which, or the soul which is supposed to leave, it leaves the body and the new soul takes birth.
Okay, that's good.
So that is called soul splitting, where the soul stays in two bodies for some time,
Okay.
or for a few years,
Okay.
and then when it leaves the body, it starts working its future lifetime in that body also, and here it keeps completing its work.
Journey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And does twin soul also come from this concept? I mean,
No, twin souls is a completely different concept.
okay.
Twin souls are not as romantic or as oh wow as people think them to be, because twin souls are mirror images of each other, and a soul generally, when it takes birth, it takes a certain amount of energy and it is born. A part of the energy is left in the other plane, and that is what we call our higher self.
Okay.
Okay? And as you complete one complete phase or a cycle of the soul, or when there is completion of the soul journey, sometimes both the souls decide to come down together. That is only when all the karma is completed, or it is your last lifetime. And you're not going to have a lifetime for a very long time, like maybe how many thousand years. Only then there is a possibility that they both come down and together they live on this earth plane. They may connect or they may not connect. And if they do connect, it is not a very romantic or a very lovey-dovey or a very
Intimate.
nice relationship as such, because both are mirror images of each other. They come in the end so that they learn whatever is left to be learned. So it can be very painful, it can be very hard, it can be very harsh, where you as a person may go through pain, but it is the soul which soars high.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, Nirmal ji, everybody is talking about past life regression. सबसे ज़्यादा reels भी इसी पे बनती है. Nobody is talking about future progression. So we live in past, present, future, and again I will cite Brian V's example that people are going through future progression to see what they are becoming in future. Is it possible in India also, and can we actually reshape our destiny by going into future and changing our present?
A beautiful question, Shikha ji. Future progression is possible, and I've seen people see their future lifetimes in detail. Now, when we talk of the future is probable, and whatever future you see, it depends on your karmas today, right? So if you see something negative, you can change your karmas. You can change your karmas would be a very heavy thing to say. Basically, I would say change your mindset, change your way of thinking, change your way of understanding, change your way of knowing, and you will surely create a different lifetime in the future.
Future progression, matlab possibility in the sense that why are not people talking about future? I mean, they go into the past, but they are not thinking that evolution तो आगे ही होगा ना, तो past में जाके कितना देखना है?
पास्ट में जाके आपको उतना देखना है, क्योंकि जब तक आप पास्ट हील नहीं करते तब तक आपका फ्यूचर हील नहीं होगा, राइट? अगर आपको एक कमरा बहुत सुंदर बनाना है, अगर आपने सामने सामने का साफ कर दिया और कोनों कोनों में कचरा रह गया, व्हाट विल हैपन? बाद में जैसे आप एक एसी लगाएंगे या फैन चलाएंगे या हवा आएगी, तो वो पीछे का कचरा जो है वो सामने आ जाएगा.
So true.
So, past life regression, inner child healing are very, very important if you want to create a beautiful future for yourself. Because the future is always probable. You have choices. That is why we say that a human being has the ability to create his or her own reality.
Very true. So basically, your reality you can create. I mean, your destiny is your reality. I mean, you create your own destiny and reality.
Exactly. There are a few things which are fixed, and we being humans, we want to change what we cannot change, and we don't even want to look at what we can change.
Very true. That's so intriguing. I mean, we know it all, but we are still not able to accept.
Actually.
So, I mean, you have to go into past to make your present more perfect, and you have to go into the future also to make your present perfect. Yes. So, it's all about the present.
It's all about the present. It's all about now. Right now.
आपने अभी मेंशन किया इनर चाइल्ड और इनर वुंड हीलिंग एंड पास्ट लाइफ तो आप करते ही हो. सो हाउ बोथ ऑफ देम आर इंटरलिंक्ड, इनर चाइल्ड हीलिंग एंड पास्ट लाइफ regression, and does a person while actually going through a inner child healing process can automatically heal the past life also? Are they interconnected?
Absolutely. This is a very, very, very beautiful question, Shikha ji. Inner child healing is very important because it is the cause, it shows how you have carried the wounds from your past life into this lifetime. Like there are two children born in the same family. One child will carry certain wounds, the other child won't. Right? The other child may carry some other wounds.
True.
Right? So if they are being brought up in the same environment with the same parents, in the same culture, but still the wounds are different, the understanding is different, the sensitivity is different, and sometimes very similar also. So every soul, when it takes its first step into the mother's womb, it carries imprints and memories of past lives, especially which it is supposed to heal in this lifetime. Besides, it carries a lot of its mother's energy in those months, So what is the state of the mother, emotional state, mental state, physical state, everything affects the child. I have seen people tell me that I felt that there is something very negative happening, and somebody is saying something very talking very negatively about my mother. And she said that when I tried to look out, a beautiful purplish blue light came and said, "You don't need to see this." And afterwards, her mother did confirm that yes, there were times when there was so much negativity around, and she would pray to God that please protect my baby from this negativity. And see how prayers, a mother's prayers, can
Wonders.
transform the child's life. They say that the mother can transform more than 50% of the child's past life karma in the mother's womb.
Wow. So, as they say that, there are, in our religion, like Jainism, there is Garbh Sanskar. So, that is how these, these practices, what we have in our Vedic scriptures, this is so important and so transformational.
That is why there were certain rituals that were followed. There were certain things that a pregnant woman was supposed to follow, and she was really taken care of.
Right.
Because the social system was so different. Now it is for the young girls to take the onus upon themselves and be very understanding mothers. Be mothers who are compassionate, who heal their children in the womb and complete their karma with their children also.
So, can it be done at any stage? For example, right now, when my children have grown up, but I still feel that, I've transferred something to them. Can I still heal them?
Yes. They can be healed. They can themselves go for inner child healing. We do inner child healing for young children also, and the mother should go for inner child healing, because it is your wounds which are transferred to the child. So as the mother heals, the child heals.
That is how intergenerational traumas are also passed.
Yes.
I guess I'd read somewhere that your grandmother, you still carry the DNA or the genes of your grandmother.
Yes.
The Nanihal side.
Both the sides. It could be both sides. It could be your Nanihal, more of the Nanihal and some of the Dadiyal also, if you are strongly connected to your father also.
Wow.
Because it is the grandparents who live through us.
So true.
There is so much that we are doing which our grandparents actually wanted to do. I've seen rebirths taking in the same family where the grandmother couldn't go out, she couldn't educate herself, she did not have very good connection with that particular grandchild, and she came back as that grandchild's daughter.
Again, contracts.
Yes.
Your unfulfilled wishes. That is how you, your soul.
And as a child, naturally the father is going to love the child as a daughter. So that completion of that give and take of love, of affection is being completed in the next lifetime now.
Superb. So again, interconnected question. So do our ancestors, whichever realm they are in, can they actually see us, or are they still living through us even if they are not physically present? The family constellation thing that you spoke about or you practice, how important is the lineage, or how important is to actually do all these rituals like Shraddh and Pitradosh Nivaran, and how to satisfy ancestors who have gone and who are still unsatisfied, or who still have those wishes but they are not in the physical state?
See, the thing is, our ancestors live through us. Our blood, our muscles, our cells are where our ancestors live. They do live through us. Now, when we speak of ancestral healing, like Pitradosh Nivaran and things like that, yes, it does matter. And I'd like to share an example here of a client who had come to me. There were 3 sisters, and she came to me for ancestral healing because she had very bad relations with her husband, her own husband. And when we went back, we saw that in one lifetime, in one generation, about 4 generations before her father, 3 generations before her father, 3 or 4 generations, the son did not have a son. And his mother was like, he had 3 daughters, and the mother wanted to get him remarried. So what she, without telling the daughter-in-law and the daughters, she just sent them to her mother's place. And after some time, somebody came and told this lady that your husband is getting remarried. And the daughters were quite old. The eldest one was around 14, 15. And when they went back, they were pushed out of the house. Like, they were not allowed inside because he had just come with the new bride, and they were like thrown out, and they said that this is not the place for you. And the eldest one turned back and said, your future generations will suffer just the way we are suffering now.
Oh my God. Shrap.
She cursed them. And they went away. Now this lady who had come to me, we healed, we did whatever healing was supposed to be done. And later I told her, I said, you ask your sisters. One was in Canada, one was in the US. And when she asked them on a group video call, both of them started crying. And they're like, this is exactly what we are also going through. We were also going through. And then she told them that, this is what I found. And after 6 months, she connected with me again, and she told me there's a big difference in my husband's relationship with me. Not just behavior, the whole relationship has changed. And there's a big change in my sister's relationship with their husbands also.
Wow.
So it is not only about the curses that we connect with our ancestors. We get blessed by our ancestors also. So when we say that we do certain pujas, I'm sure the pujas have their own energy. But even if you just connect with your ancestors and pray to them, you not even pray to them, you recognize them. Even if you're just recognizing them, a lot of healing is done. Earlier, they would talk about the children who died when they were young, or miscarried children, or children who were born dead. Nowadays, we don't talk about it. It is all just brushed under the carpet.
True.
I remember when patients from villages used to come to my mother, they would tell her, itne bacche the, I had so many children, and so many died, and so many are living. And we would like, come on, they're wasting time. After I did ancestral healing, I realized that they are recognizing the order of love. There is a certain order of love that we are supposed to follow. When I say that I had 4 children, 3 died and 1 is living, we recognize those 3. And this child is the 4th one. Right? Similarly, if people have had extramarital affairs, those women are to be recognized. Even if you don't accept them in the family, they have been a part of your family member's life.
Very true.
Sometimes in these times now, where caretakers are taking care of children, caretakers are to be recognized. Yes,
importance, yes.
because they take the place of the parents, grandparents, aunts, caretakers. They should be recognized, and that is how the order of love is maintained. That is why they say that इसकी death हो गई, फिर वो घूम रहा है क्योंकि उसको पूछा ही नहीं, because you don't recognize them today. You just recognize them, accept them, that yes, we remember you, and that does a lot of healing. Yeah.
So I have a question about children and angelic communication. I have a 9-year-old daughter, and when she was about 4 or 5 years old, she used to tell me that, Mama, angel came to the balcony and she spoke to me. And she used to communicate very frequently with her. Earlier I thought it was just her imagination or lucidity. But when it happened very frequently, I understood that there's something, fishy, or, I couldn't believe myself that, something like this can happen. But is it true that angels can be seen by pure souls like children? And do they actually, have anything to say to them? Or is it just because of pure innocence and, because... if angels are there, just like demons, we cannot see them, but some souls can have that kind of an interference.
There are people. It's not about pure or impure souls. It's about intuition. It's about connection with the angels. There are so many, and children are actually, they are not judgmental. See, that is most important. They are open, they are very natural, they are not judgmental, they are not sarcastic, they are not critical, and they are open to the divine energies. And so, some children, yes, they do connect with angels, and I've seen people in different stages of their lives also connecting with angels. And because every human being has a guardian angel.
Yes, we are all born with one.
Yes, we are all born with one, and as we grow spiritually, there is a possibility that your guardian angels may change.
Oh.
Yes.
Wow.
So you have your guardian angels till your last breath. As soon as you leave the body, the angels go away.
I have one more example to cite. I had a friend who was being operated. So she was giving a childbirth, and it was a very critical surgery, and she was very close to death. And actually, when she saw up, or maybe the body, she had a distance with the body, the soul was just it was a very critical phase. She could actually see angels, and angels blessing her, and the kind of radiance and the love that she was showered, and she definitely regained her consciousness. But the same experience repeated. As you said, that during...
Yes. I'll tell you, there are angels who come, we call them cherubs, who are pure love. They generally come to help souls who are taking birth for the first time on this earth plane, or those mothers who are giving birth for the first time.
Oh, wow.
So these angels will be there, and going through childbirth is a beautiful spiritual process, and you can have amazing spiritual experiences during childbirth, or immediately after 24 hours within 24 hours of the childbirth. I have seen many examples like that happening. Yes.
What a beautiful explanation. Yeah. Being a healer myself, and I have been interacting with mentors, and I have you as my mentor and a healer. And somewhere down the line, you had mentioned that you also had undergone a psychic attack. And is it happening very frequently? Lot of healers who are trying to do some good work, and we don't know what kind of messages that you also get, and what kind of projects you are all working on. I have a vague idea, but how healers protect themselves, and is this psychic attack real, or how does it happen, at what plane does it happen, and how do you guys protect yourself from that? I have never experienced it, but during my readings I have experienced that due to a lot of negativity, my crystals break, or mirrors break, and so is it actually for real?
Yes. Because the thing is, just like we spread positivity, there are people who spread negativity, maybe consciously, unconsciously. People have their own agendas out of insecurity, out of fear, and that can that can make them, send negativity to people. Now, we as people who help people, the first and the foremost responsibility is to protect ourselves. If we are not strong enough, how will we help others? And so, protecting yourself with crystals, with a combination of Reiki and angels, is what we generally do. Switch words is what we generally do to protect ourselves. And yes, it helps tremendously. Yes, it does.
That brings me to the last question. The year 2025, number 9, year of completion, and it has been transformational for many, but transformation in a way that it's a lot of chaos inside. I have been talking to people, healing people, reading people. They're all going through a lot of emotional, mental turbulences. So, what is this energy? And it is going to end soon. So, what is in store for 2026?
According to the Akashic records that I have read, next few years are years of learning. I won't say they are bad, they are wrong. It depends on what your learning process is, or where your resistance is. Or are you open to healing, to new learning, to letting go? And that will decide for each and every soul how their future is going to be.
So, these untimely deaths, like people who are dying of cardiac arrest, or various people whom you cannot even imagine can die so unexpectedly. So what is the reason for this? I mean, are these coming years will also we will see a lot of these kind of deaths, or
See, these deaths have been happening since years. It's just that we haven't paid attention to it. Right? Now, every soul comes with a certain number of breaths. And as soon as those breaths are over, the soul happens to leave the body. Then there are times when the soul goes through a lot of trauma in the body and is so tired that it decides to leave the body. So there are a minimum of 3 pathways where the soul can leave the body. 3 times or more, depending on the soul's decision, what soul has decided before taking birth. So these are the pathways where the soul can leave the body. So if it is very traumatized, if it has lost almost all its energy and hopes, or something has happened where the soul understands that it will not be able to complete its purpose, considering the physical state that it has got itself into, then the soul decides to leave the body. So these things have been happening, they will keep happening in the future. Now, what one more thing is being said is, since the energy levels are increasing very fast, there are many people who are not able to take it. It's not about only about AI, it's about the changes. Like we have seen people light the fire with wood, then came kerosene, then came
Other invention.
other inventions. Similarly, the energy levels are also changing. So we are also growing very fast.
Very true.
So those who are growing fast, maybe they are growing
Coping up,
up so fast that they have achieved what they wanted to achieve and they leave. And some who are not able to cope and they decide to leave.
Got it.
Yeah.
Nirmalji, could you please help us understand what is Akashic Records? Because people know about past life regression. How is Akashic Record different from past life regression, and what is the modus operandi?
Akashic Records are what we call a library of a soul's journeys of the past, the present, and the future.
Wow.
Okay? Akashic Records store everything about a person, about a soul, their past lives, the ancestral lineage in this lifetime, the contracts, the karmic debts, the curses that they have been carrying, the whatever that a soul carries within him or her, within it, I would say, is there in the Akashic Records.
So if a person cannot go through a past life regression, there are hindrances or there are blockages, a person can go in for Akashic Record.
Yes, a person can go in for Akashic Record reading, but the difference is when you go for past life regression, it is a personal experience, and my personal view is, or my personal opinion, a very, very strong one is, when you meet your reader, you should be able to trust your reader. If you trust your reader, go and get your Akashic reading done from the reader.
Lovely.
Because Akashic reading is something where you connect with your guides, the masters. You get remedies for it. And when you connect with your masters, with your issues, the masters start healing it automatically.
And I can vouch for that because I have done my Akashic reading through you.
And it was after that this podcast
Yes.
happened. Yeah.
So a very interesting part of this podcast would be a rapid fire round. And today, Nirmal ji has to actually think and act before she can feel. So, are you ready?
Absolutely.
So, I'm shooting the first question. अगर सोल का एक कलर होता तो what color it would be?
हर सोल का एक कलर होता है.
What is your soul color?
Yellow.
If you had to choose one tool for yourself, past life regression, Akashic Records, angel reading, Reiki, family constellation, which tool you will choose and why?
I would choose all therapies because every therapy has its own beauty.
That's a very diplomatic answer. Okay. One session that made you cry.
Yes, there was this session about a girl who had gone through rape in this lifetime, and in earlier two lifetimes, she was a male who had raped girls, and she went through a rape in this lifetime, and that was so, I get goosebumps even now. It was very traumatic.
My God. Inner child healing or past life, which is more convenient or which is more, easier to heal?
Both.
Yeah, that actually comes from a master healer. What does
No, actually both. Actually both. If we decide that we want to heal, both.
Healing in one word.
Transformation.
Science or spirituality?
Spirituality.
Because you deal with angels, which angel comes very frequently to you?
My guardian angel and Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael and Archangel Raziel.
Wow. अगर healing एक खुशबू होती, what kind of smell would it be?
I think it would be sandal and jasmine together.
Oh wow. I love both the fragrances. Do you believe in deja vu?
Yes, I do.
आपको कौन सी एनर्जी सबसे ज़्यादा डिस्टर्ब करती है?
Any energy where there is a lot of pain involved. Deep pain is something that still disturbs me.
And my last question is, how was your experience here?
Oh, it was beautiful. It was wonderful. Thank you so much, Shikha
Thank
ji.
you so
Thank
much for
having
giving
me.
us these insights. I don't think, there have been a lot of subjects that a lot of people would have more clarity on. A lot of introspection I would also do myself. And thank you so much for coming here.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Thank you, Shikha ji.